Who would have thought that Saudi Arabia has huge volcanic fields with rugged tracks leading through these old giants? Well, we didn't know until we ourselves suddenly drove these tracks.
We also visit 2 other beautiful spots that are nearby, which are a little easier to get to. The stunning black sands near Al-Ais, with a volcanic stone so fine it looks like a black desert from afar, and the Wabah Crater, a huge crater with a shimmering circular salt crust.
We're Millo Nouki and we converted Dakar, our 4x4 Mitsubishi Pajero, into a camper. After finishing high school, we set off on a journey, headed to the Middle East. And after 4.5 months, we reached Saudi Arabia and are looking forward to explore this truly special country.
To be honest, we didn't research exact places we wanted to visit beforehand, so we're quite astonished as we leave Al-Ula and suddenly the desert landscape around us turns into volcanic rock. We have a look on Google Maps satellite view and realize that to the left of us is a gigantic volcanic field. Later we find out it's called Harrat Khaybar and covers an area of approximately 12,000 square kilometers. The basaltic lava fields of Harrat Khaybar were formed by a series of eruptions over the course of 5 million years. We pull over and take a side street leading closer to the craters. Rapidly the phone reception loses strength. Luckily we take a few screenshots of the satellite view before the reception is completely lost. These screenshots help us to find tracks that aren't documented in Google Maps or any open source maps. We take one of these tracks, reduce the air pressure and start our journey into the volcanic fields. Inside the car it's nice and warm, but outside an icy wind blows. The altitude of 1000 meters makes the temperature drop drastically.
In the beginning, the rocks are brownish beige and the track sandy and only a little eroded. The further we drive, the more washed out the path gets, and we have to be careful with the ground clearance of the car. We listen to music and watch the surreal landscape unfold around us. The rocks around us start to get ever darker. We wind our way through rugged lava fields. Once, these were seething liquid lava streams, now petrified in the most beautiful forms. We've never been to a place anything like this. It's difficult to imagine for how many million years this place has already existed, and for how many more it will exist. Just be here, undisturbed by everything else. Our visit a mere blink in its infinity. For us, time seems to slow down here. Our eyes take in the rough rock formations, and we listen how the wind chases its icy breath around our little car.
We decide to spend 3 days camping among these volcanic giants. On our last day we plan a little hike up a volcano called Qidr. We see it looming on the horizon from afar and somehow feel drawn towards him. We parked our car at the lava stream's edge and observe some beautiful camels passing by a few moments later. The hike up the lava fields turns out to be much more tricky than we expected. The terrain is very bumpy and full of little clefts and hollow parts, in some parts porous and broken away. After a sweaty 2-hour hike we make it to the crater rim. Before us the deep crater. Here, now at 2000 meters elevation, the wind is even more icy and we're thankful for our thick winter jackets. After catching our breath we enjoy the fantastic view from up here. Before us endless black fields with craters. We could be on a different planet.
On the last evening, we meet Jules and Leia, a French couple traveling with their Defender Billy. It's the first time in a month that we meet other overlanders. It's nice to spend the evening together, talk about things that happened along our journey, and exchange some travel tips. After 3 days, we return back to asphalt roads, but not before driving through a huge muddy puddle. We inflate our tires back to their normal pressure and make our way towards black sands that are about 200 kilometers away. The road leading there is really beautiful. The rocks are still volcanic, but there's green grass growing everywhere. It doesn't feel like Saudi Arabia.
We found the black sands in a YouTube video a while back and found the rough location while scrolling through Google Maps satellites, so we don't yet really know what to expect. We follow an industrial road and then take a track leading into the area that looks so dark from above. Again the path gets rocky and sharp-edged, and after some narrow bends the plain opens up to a deep black desert. Again we feel like moving on a different planet. We explore the area a little on foot and then set up camp and start to cook some dinner.
It's here that I truly appreciate the freedom this form of travel gives us. We have everything we need in this car we call home. We can buy food for 2 weeks, fill our water and diesel tank, and just disappear into nature. We can wake up to new scenery every morning, or stay at one spot and really get to know it. It feels so nice to spend all day outside, cook outside, eat outside, and even at night feel the cold breeze from outside. It gives us a sense of freedom and calmness.
After 2 days we leave this magical little spot and return to civilization, but not without inflating our tires again with our small compressor. On our way we pass by Medina and have a look at the holy city. Medina is also called the Enlightened city, and the second most sacred city in Islam after Mecca. We find a place to sit down and watch the bustling activity around the Prophet's mosque. Muslims from all over the world go on a pilgrimage to pray here. Until a few years ago, Medina was closed for all non-Muslim visitors, like Mecca still is. Now it's allowed to visit Medina, but we still feel a little out of place.
While fueling up, we meet Mohammed, who insists on inviting us for tea and then joins us to our next destination, the Wabah Crater. We follow his white Toyota. Almost every Saudi seems to drive a white Toyota here. This exact brand because they are reliable and designed for the needs of the Middle East, and white because in summer the sun is scorching. The last meters to the crater, Mohammed joins us in Dakar and makes some videos for his family and also his TikTok account, if we understood correctly.
The Wabah Crater looks really beautiful. It's not yet clear how it was formed. Some suspect it was caused by a meteoroid, others say it was formed by volcanic activity and an underground steam explosion. In the period during which we visit the crater, it's not allowed to walk down and over the salt crust, because gas leaked from the ground a few weeks ago. So enjoy the view from above and let our drone fly.
Together with Mohammed, we cook spaghetti and eat lunch together.
Later that day we meet a German couple also visiting the crater and traveling with their lorry. We spend the afternoon all together and have a look into their maps and exchange travel plans.
After so much time spent in volcanic regions of Saudi Arabia, we leave behind the vast plains of Harrat Khaybar, the black desert sands and the mysterious Wabah Crater. We're now heading towards Riyadh, the bustling and modern capital of Saudi Arabia. We don't yet know what to expect, and not sure if we're ready to be engulfed by the crazy traffic in this metropolis, but we're curious to find out. See you soon.